My name is Kaden and I'm 20. And I have been doing dialysis for 4.5 years almost now. I've done both peritoneal and home hemo, and both are pretty rough. Right now I am doing home hemo for 3 hours almost. My run time is about 2.5 hours, so it takes most of our evenings. The rest of the day, I normally will go for a walk with my mom and our 2 dogs. I also like to cook, and I normally will make a meal about once or twice a week for my family. I've also been writing a book that I hope to one day get published. In 2019, I came down with an autoimmune disease called Wagner's. It is inflammation of the sinuses, lungs, and kidneys. But normally this happens to older people, so my case is pretty rare. I was told that I was 1 in a million, so it's a rare disease for someone so young. So I used to play a lot of sports. I did soccer and baseball, and I also snowboarded and skied for a while. But now I don't do that type of stuff anymore, just as it's dangerous for my catheter, and also I don't have a lot of energy. But I can't wait to get back on my snowboard again. I'm looking forward to it. While I was on peritoneal, I would run for 11 hours every night, and that was just something that would send fluid through the membrane, which is part of my stomach, and it would help clean out all the toxins through that. But now that I'm on home hemo, it goes through the blood system, and it just draws out blood and cleans it through the machine and then sends it back to you. When I was on peritoneal, I was on there for 3 years, and at the end of that I got an infection, which made it to where I couldn't continue on that, so I switched back over to home hemo and have been on that for the last right about a year. The worst time I've ever had for having this sickness was probably when I had I had a few seizures at the beginning of this, and that was pretty rough on me. So having my blood pressure dialed in and safe is definitely very important to me, and can be pretty scary if it's not. So I keep a good eye on myself. I normally check my blood pressure twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. And then while I'm running on dialysis, I normally have a timer that goes off every 30 minutes. So I don't have to have seizures to go with that. Several of my family members have thought of being my donor or looking into that more, and my brother's actually gone through the testing to see if he could be a match for me, but so far none of them have been able to, due to either health issues or other stuff. It's the hardest thing to have to ask complete strangers for a kidney or a kidney transplant through them, but seeing as there's not a better option out there, that is what I am doing. So the main reason I'm putting all this together is, of course, to try to find a kidney, but also there's a huge financial burden on my family. I have an account on GoFundMe labeled Kaden's Kidney Funds. If you can help in that way at all, I would be more than grateful. If you're interested in donating a kidney for me, the website for that is medicalcityhospital.com/livingdonor. If you want more information on my story and things that I've went through, there's more information for it on the GoFundMe page.